was reflecting today about conversations we have regarding motivation and determination and discipline, and it was just I had some thoughts I wanted to share with you, and I think it's kind of interesting. It's my personal take on how I define it, and hopefully there's going to be something you can take from it that's going to be useful for you. If anything, what I'm trying to aim for is a discussion today about how we manage when our tank is empty, when we can't find the energy to give to the situation that we know which is good for us to do, we want to be doing it, we just have no energy and just really our cup is completely drained. What we can try and do. And my answer to these kind of scenarios that do come up is that motivation is a fantastic fuel. It's that kind of launch fuel which gets you into the atmosphere, but it does wane. This may not be the answer you're looking for or the answer that you want to hear, but the solution that has worked best both for me personally and for other people has been about just carrying on, staying disciplined and determined to the goal you're after, and even when you don't feel like doing it, you do it anyway. This is where a lot of things we have in our lives require effort, require work, require commitment. You've got the fuel, the motivation got you there, but it's a discipline, determination is going to get you through to the very end, to your goal of whatever it maybe want to be. So maybe that you set yourself a goal of going to the gym, and for 6 days it was great, but on that 7th day you went, actually I don't have the energy, and on the 8th day you still don't have the energy, and then get into these loops of not feeling motivated anymore. The reasons are unclear. And that's going to happen with lots of things, but it's about the discipline of carrying on and continuing to keep at it, keep on the discipline of saying, right, on this particular day I'm going to do it, and just get into the habit. Like these videos, for example, for me, I've enjoyed doing them and continue to enjoy doing them. And I know I'll hit a point where I won't feel motivated. There'll be a day when I'm going, I got nothing. I'm busy, can't see a time in the day, and don't have the energy for it. And then it's going to happen. But I won't. But I continue to do a video. I'll make a video because I can look back after a week and saying, I know I didn't feel like doing it, but I did it anyway. Is 1,000 times better than that feeling that we all kind of experience when we continually not do something we know we need to attend to. So even though when you're not feeling like it, when you're not feeling motivated, and you're going loads of questions and queries, that's not a reason to stop. It's certainly not a good enough reason to stop continuing to work towards whatever you're on. It's about showing up every single day to work at it rather than wait for the motivation to arrive. The motivation would have started because you've got this idea in your mind, this goal that was going to work out. It's going to be absolutely fabulous. So that got you going. And then you start grinding away at what you need to get done, and it can be a bit challenging, and maybe the rewards of doing it or the positive things you wanted from it aren't arriving as quickly as you like. It's at that point then that the determination needs to be the thing that keeps on doing it regularly. So you get back into that frame. Sitting around waiting for motivation to arrive just doesn't work out. The fact is, you're going to sit there waiting for motivation thinking, but I'm still not doing it, and you're just going to increase that layering of negative or not very useful thinking. It's just going to build up. You're just not open to motivation. You're not open to feel good about something happening because all you're focusing on is that it's not happening. So what I would really encourage you to do, if you're facing something right now where the motivation's died out, you started something, a project or whatever it may be, or a conversation you need to have with someone, or taking on some health, fitness changes you want in your life, whatever it may be, if the motivation is dying out, the only solution is to carry on and keep even more disciplined. And when that voice says, I don't want to do it, it's actually pushing through. Now I'll leave with this little story. From my experience is that, I've had, when I was training and doing more running and doing more fitness than I am now, when I was really going to had marathons I was training for, I was getting up early, silly o'clock in the morning, like 5:30 or 6 o'clock. And as I would run, and I go out for, even just a 45-minute run, it was cold, pretty raining. As I was coming that home stretch, that last bit of 500 yards or so, I would say to myself, well, yeah, I didn't feel like doing this. I didn't feel like getting out of bed at 5:30 in the morning and going for a run. But I can promise you, the feeling of accomplishment, of pushing through that and sticking to your goals, being determined about it, being disciplined about it, actually is a bigger emotional payout, a bigger emotional reward than simply motivation. Because for me, you have the record of doing it. It's more powerful, more potent, so you can actually look back and say, yes, I actually did it and I achieved that, and that discipline will move you forward. Motivation is based on what you're driving towards, but now with a discipline and determination, you're actually using your history of what you've done, which will keep on pulling you through. So I hope that's something useful. I'm not saying it's easy to do. I know we will have moments in the week when it's going to be early and you're tired and it's been a bad day, and there's lots of reasons why not. But if you're focused about the thing you want to achieve and it's something that's very important to you, and you're finding the motivation has dropped or gone, the only way through is by carrying on, sticking to a really clear schedule of achievement. Because I can promise you this, doing it and getting through to the other side is 1,000 times better for you than sitting and doing nothing and waiting for motivation to turn up knocking at your door, because it never does. So take that and translate it into your world, or translate it into a friend's world who needs to be reminded of this, and I hope you get some benefit from it. So until next time, take care.